Hello everyone. So today we are going to solve a new problem which will have the difficulty of 800, which is lowest one. So in this problem we have see this problem boy or girl problem 236a. So in this we are using implementation and strings. So let's see this problem. This is problem. So in problem we have given a there is a boy who wants to find the gender of he or she by using its name. So the method is if the name has odd characters, suppose Max, which has three letter, which is odd, then he is male. And if the if the name has even letters, then she is female. And repetition is not allowed. Suppose the name Han. Han has suppose H double A N. So there is double A. So we are not going to consider that double A. We are going to consider only H, A, and A, which are total three characters. So he is male. Let's just see once how it is. Suppose suppose the name is Queen. Let's take name Queen. So Queen has total four letters, but we are not going to consider the C. So there are total three, one, two, E, and N. So there are total four. So she is female. So that's how we are going to write a program, which you find. So for writing this program, what we are going to do, we are going to read every character of a string. So first we are going to read Queen Q. We are going to see it is we don't have to take capital or small. Just read the and just we have to eliminate the duplicate characters. Suppose this is so this is how we are going to see going to do this. So suppose we have a string of name A of index suppose 123, which has zero elements. So all the values of this array is zero, 0 comma 0 comma 0 up to 123 0 there. So suppose we are going to take first Q. So Q character has an ASCII value. We all know what is ASCII value. So suppose Q has an ASCII value of 3. Actually, Q don't have ASCII value of 3. It is something around above 96. Huh? Q has ASCII value of 96. Let's just consider that Q has an ASCII value of 3. 3. So what we are going to do, we are going to assign this Q to int. Suppose I write int I is equals to Q. So basically, I is storing the ASCII value of Q, not character itself. So I will be storing value 3, not Q. But because it is int and we don't add here a double semicolon. So actually I is storing the ASCII value of Q3. So what we are going to do in this array A, we are going to place this Q at an index of 3 is equals to, we are going to place that there is a Q at index 3. So at the place, suppose this is 0th, first, second, third. At third place, we are going to put an Q. So we are going to put Q and assign the value 1 to it. That means that at index 3, one value is assigned, which is Q. Will at index 3, Q is assigned. So we are writing that 1. Suppose U. So U, the SQL, suppose U is equals to 4. So we are going to assign A4. Actually, initially it is 0. So we are going to assign 1. Where this is ASCII value of U 4. Suppose it's actually not, but let's suppose 4 is ASCII value of U. So index 4 in character string A array, we are going to write 1. So index 3 is filled with Q as 3 is ASCII value and 4 is used. So U is filled at index 4. So we are going to write that place is taken. So suppose how we are going to find. Suppose we got E. So suppose E is ASCII value is 5. So A5 we'll write A5 is equals to 1. Actually, it was 0, so we are doing 1. So when we scan next E, ASCII value is 5. Uh, but we'll see that at ASCII value 5, there is 1. Means there is already E in our string. So that time we'll skip our counter, which whoever that counter be, we'll skip that counter because there is already place taken at 5. So this is method to check repetition of alphabet. So let's just write a program where we'll see the how this works. Suppose you can submit the program here in submit. So I'm writing the program in C. So you can check the compiler. So this is my program. So I'll explain it step by step everything. Hmm. So here there are three int. A is integer array, actually storing zeros and one. One means the place is taken, and index, that is ASCII value of the character, as I said before. So I, J, and A. So first we have for loop. First for loop, which is initialization, nothing. So here initialization, there is nothing, no initialization. The next is condition, means for how much time the iteration will go on. So here is given I is equal to get character char less than 32. So I is equal to get character char means it will take the character, get char is nothing but input method like scanf, but it will take without pressing enter. So I will, but it will take only one character. Suppose we have in our case queen, so it will take only q every time it is encountered. So it will take q only and store it into I. So actually I is int, so I will not store the character, but I will store the ASCII value of that character, ASCII value of q, not character itself. So I will store the value of first when the in the first iteration I will store the value of first alphabet, and this will go on until this is given greater than 32. Greater than 32 means uh, 32 is nothing but ASCII value of space. So we space bar. So ASCII value of space bar is 32, and less than 32 are all characters and special symbols. So the meaning of this is greater than 32 is that this iteration will go on until a space is encountered, or the end line of the string. So there is an end line of the string. At every end of string there is an end line. It is represented as /0. I think so. Backward slash zero. So when it is encountered, the loop will stop. So in our loop, this is our loop. So in this loop, this C expression j plus is equals to I. So I will simplify it for you. So we have our problem. It's nothing. Let me write straight. J plus is equals to it was what was I think it was uh, plus plus. So here this is nothing. This is nothing but j is equals to j plus exclamatory mark a I plus plus. So here let me tell you. First, what will happen? First, it will be addition of j plus this one this term. So first step, compiler will do. So it will do j plus exclamatory mark a I. This is the first step. After taking first step, second step will be increment of AI. Increment of AI. So increment means suppose A had at index 3, it has value 0. So this plus plus will convert and will add 1 in it. So it is nothing but 0 plus 1 1. So this is the increment. So in first step, what happening? First step, let's see this use of exclamatory mark. So in our case, Q has, so let's take our Q, Queen's Q. Q, Q has ASCII value of 3. So when we add at index 3, so as you know, we have initialized our array with 0 elements. So every value of index has values, initial value 0. It was 0. So this exclamatory mark, so as the value of A3 is 0, but this exclamatory mark will not take 0. It will convert that 0 into 1. So when I is 3, when I is 3, what it will do, it will j is this our turn, j is equals to, it will do j plus, it will convert this, actually it is 0, no, a3 its value is 0, a3 is 0, but this exclamatory mark it will convert into 1. So the use of exclamatory mark is whenever there is a value 0, it will convert it into 1, and whenever there is value is non-zero, suppose 1 2 3, it will convert into 0. So what is used in of this in our program? Let's see. So it is used just to skip the double alphabets. So in our queen there are two e's. So when first is encountered, so the e has I will store the ASCII value of e. So let's suppose e is 5 is ASCII value of e. So I will store I is equals to 5. So at index 5, the initial value is 0. We are not doing increment first. First step is our addition. So first in initial value is 0. So while adding, exclamatory mark. So we have our j plus exclamatory mark a 5. So actual value of a5 is 0, but this exclamatory mark will convert that 0 into 1. So our j will get incremented. So here in program, our j is nothing but counter. It will count the number of alphabets. So when so now see how it skip the repeated alphabet. Suppose in our query there is another e after e. So when another is that second is encountered with ASCII value 5. So at that time, it will try to store that with index 5. It will try to access that. But after addition, in first case, we are doing plus plus. So after first 0 there, we are doing plus 1 here. So after first we, the value of a index 5 will be 1, not 0. Sorry, 1. How can I? Let's see here. Let's take next slide. Mm, So after first e, now our index a5 after doing ai plus plus will have the value 1, not 0. So when next is encounter, next this is second e, q double e n. So this is second e, which has ASCII value 5. So I will have 5. So our I will be 5. So but in after taking first if we are having the at index 5 1 value. It is not 0. So now the a5 will have the value 1, not 0. So in this case, our exclamatory mark we had here 5. So now in this case, our exclamatory mark will convert this 1 into 0. So there is no increment in J. Means that we are skipping this extra alphabet. We are not incrementing our counter. That's how we are skipping. Suppose there is third E. Suppose in big name there is third E. After doing this each calculation, J plus it will increment J plus plus or its value will be 2. When third E is encountered, if a name has third E, so third E accessing that ASCII values index will have initial value 2. Initial value 2. So this exclamatory mark will convert that 2 into 0. And again we are skipping that E because we are doing J plus 0. That's how we are going to skip this repetitive alphabets. So it's easy. Now let's see our program. So now right now I explained this. Now puts is nothing but printf, another method to write printf, and this is our ternary operator. Now here j and I, it is nothing but a true or false. So j and I is nothing but condition for true or false. So let me explain. So we have here. So all I think so all of you know the how ternary operators work. First we need to write the condition. So here our condition is j ampersand 1. So this is nothing but you can say one type of function, not a condition, where if j is odd, so this whole will give us a value true. Remember this, if while using, if you want, if j is odd, this will give the true value, and when j is even, let's say j is 2, then this 2 ampersand 1 will give the value false. So we have our condition. If the alphabets are odd, then we are going to say chat with him. If alphabets are even, then sorry. If alphabets are 3, we are going to say ignore him. When alphabets are even, sorry, I think so I confused. So when alphabets are odd, we are going to say ignore him, and when alphabets are even, we are going to say chat with her. She's female. So in our case, if odd, it will produce value true, and if it's even, it will produce value false. So in our program, in ternary operator, we have ignore him and chat with her. When this j and percent 1 will give value true, which is nothing but j is odd, we have odd number of alphabet, then it will say ignore him. When j is even, it will say chat with her. So this is our program and it's easier. So you can submit this program and check your answer. Thank you.